So we are finally here. I should have enough time today to do it. It's 1:30. I've got until like 10. So I'm hoping that today is the day that I will finish putting the Gaggia Classic back together. Wow. It's been a journey. So the portafilter that this came with has these dual spouts, but I need to take this off so that I can add a pressure valve to it and adjust the OPV valve on the Gaggia Classic to 9 bars. But at the moment this is very, very stuck. So I can get a really good hold on this, but still it's not budging. So I've used ChatGPT and it said to try running hot water around here. There's loads of steps, but that's the first step, so I'll try that one. James Hoffman said, I think this is pretty caked, but James Hoffman said you can just a bit of dish soap on the pad of clean since I've got it. It's got loads of coffee with, so I think I'd have to soak this one to get all the oils out. So I'm not certain I'd keep this anyway. I think that's a single shot basket. I can smell the coffee on that. So if I run that is quite hot to get it in everywhere. I think my boiler's set to 55 degrees, so quite warm. Still nothing. Maybe I'll let it soak for a little bit. No, it's not moving. Let's soak it. And there it is. Let it soak for 10 minutes. Right, that's been in the water now for 10 minutes, so... Oh, interesting. So I'll see if it undoes. Absolutely nothing. No movement whatsoever. I'll try with a towel. It's going to be lefty-loosey, right? No, that's going to need something else. Right, I just need to look at what step 2 is. It said hot and cold, so maybe I could try just cold. Actually, I'll try that. Try it hot again. No, nothing. Okay, so I'll dry it. Let's look at what the next step is. So I've soaked this for ages now. I'm going to give it another go at getting it off. If I can't, then I'm going to try soaking in Cafiza. Probably overnight, but for a few hours, then I'll check it. And then if not, overnight. I also have some citric acid I can try. Smells lovely now of olive oil. James Hoffman said a little bit of dish soap is okay with a soft sponge, very liquid. The soft side, this is to get the olive oil off. Looking shinier after all of these washes. Right, let's give this a go. No, nothing still. Try a little tap. I keep thinking, oh, it's going, but it's not. I'm not tapping it hard, I'm just giving it a little tap to see if it'll loosen it as well, to be fair. But it doesn't seem to have done anything. So, try the Cafiza then. Apparently 6 grams of Cafiza for every litre. This measuring jug goes up to a litre, so I think if I put this in that way, to get the whole thing in I'd need maybe about 800 mil. So nearly, so I might as well just do the 6 grams. So for this, exciting, I might try out my new scales to measure this out. Sealed for your protection. Still got the plastic on top of this. I'll turn it on. This is the time more basic. It's already on 0, so maybe it does the tare or whatever it is. Alright, so 6 grams, do you reckon? So we'll go heavy. Big. Wow. Is that in grams? Yeah. Press power button 6 times to switch to ounce or grams. It says GS. So that's 9 grams. Okay. Interesting. That's 5. 5.5. 6.5. That's alright. 6.5. 6.4 there. Grams. Hot. And then mix. 800. Be a bit stronger. is why I got this, but also for soaking. So I'm hoping that most of this is coffee granules holding it together, and it might loosen it. Otherwise I could try this, but apparently vinegar is even better than citric acid. Cool. There you go. Right, and then I'll soak that a while. Looks really yellow, but it isn't. Let's give it 10. So I've left this overnight, and it looks like maybe it's cleaner around this joint. Looks like it's cleaner around here, but it's not any cleaner in here. I think we got the most clean we could get out of that. There's a lot of bits in here. Yeah. Yesterday, did it look more gunked than this? So look at that, but it looks quite good. This kind of looks the same. I don't think this is changing. We left for about 5 hours now in this. Try moving this. I could order some white vinegar now online, but I think it's a bit of a goner. It almost looks like it's moved now, like that's not flush. That's moving, that is now moving, yep. Will it move now with hands? Maybe. That's moved a lot now. Yeah, it's not vertical. There you go. That's good. There we go. Off. See, there's bits in the bottom of there, and the brass coming through, and that's the bottom of that. To adjust the OPV, I have the Gaggia Portafilter that I got with the machine. As you will have seen, I couldn't get this off to begin with, but now it goes on and off quite easily. It comes with a tiny little mesh filter, which goes in the top of here, and then I have this pressure gauge, and this screws on. Now I might put some PTFE tape around the screw for this, because at the moment if I lock that into place, then there's no chance I'm actually going to be able to see that. You want to go like with the thread, I think. This is like the same thickness as the actual thing. And I'm going to take this off once I've done this, I think. That's on there now. So hopefully that will mean it will stop in a different position. Straight ahead. Useless. I think I'll need to do a few more wraps. Painful. I imagine this is even more painful to watch. There's probably some ultimate PTFE tape technique. So how many have I done? I've done like 3 wraps or something. Quite a lot. It's quite intensely wrapped now. Right, that probably won't even go on. Let's try it. Cool. That feels pretty tight now. There you go. Perfect. The hole is still completely clear in there. No tape in it. And that's facing the way I want it to face. I think the next thing now is to check the pressure. There could be some mess here. We'll have to see what this overpressure valve is set to. Ooh, that's climbing. We are at around 7 bar there. So it looked like we were at about 7 bar there. Pretty much bang on. So I need to look at what needs to be adjusted now. Do I turn it anti-clockwise, looking down, or do I turn it clockwise? Let's see. I think I need to turn it clockwise for it to go higher. I'm at 7. Obviously, these come stock, I think, at about 12 bar, but I've taken it all apart and screwed it back together, and I didn't know where it was going to be pressure-wise. Turned out it's on 7, so I'm actually lower. I think I need to get it to 10 on here. I want 9 bar up here. Ooh, I don't know anything about espresso machines, and that was very hot. Don't touch the group head after you've just brewed. So I want it 9 bar up here when it's hitting the coffee, but I think down here, I think a lot of people have said this should read about 10, something like that. I'm gonna try it like that. So I think to get there, I need to rotate it clockwise. So I might try an entire turn clockwise. Let's see. So it's this here. Oh. No need to panic. Pretty much nothing came out of there, even though it looked like there was stuff in there. Is this righty tight? Lefty loosey. Oh, some of these parts are hot. This is 5mm. 5mm. And I'm going to go clockwise a whole turn. There we go. Cool. Okay, so we're nearly at 10. We go again. I've turned it a half turn clockwise now. That is so close. I just need to go anti-clockwise just a little bit. So I've gone a quarter turn now anti-clockwise, so that is from this position to here. And that is bang on. Woohoo! Look at that, 10. So that's it. The pressure is sorted. I'm just going to make sure it's definitely tightened all the way. Yeah, that's good on there. There's no leaking in there. I can show you. No leakage. I obviously cleaned all inside as well, so that looks nice and shiny. If you enjoyed the video, then please like, subscribe, leave a comment whether you thought I did something wrong or if you thought I did something right. I upload weekly on Fridays, so hopefully see you in the next one.